2-0 this week.
She's awesome.
She is awesome.
And so friendly.
Super friendly, super real, genuine. I love that she presents herself almost like she's homeless. And I still, to this day, I know the woman has to have a house, but I kind of wonder sometimes. She does, though. She has, she comes up with her big purse. It's all kind of like part of her.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She's just great. Awesome. Yeah. She's probably got gazillions of dollars in the bank. We don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you do meet, traveling around, Jen, and going to open mics and these, a lot of the bar shows. Just such a different group, just a bunch of, just a whole cast of characters, Oh, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And, so I missed that. I wanted to jumping on a few Zoom shows, but man, they're bizarre. Aren't they just so, how do you feel?
I don't like them. They're really hard. So I've done a Zoom where I was just the one featured on the camera. I couldn't see anybody, whatever. And I guess it was well received, but I felt completely flat. My timing was off. I couldn't figure out if they were laughing, if they weren't. I couldn't adjust my set.
You can't do any type of crowd work. So your jokes that involve a little crowd work, So for me, what I did was the person who was hosting, they had just let the comedians that were on the show, I would just target a couple of them. But it is very uncomfortable. But I have to say, I need to work on my material. I need someone to listen to me.
Well, so I did a comedy show last Friday with coworkers. It was like a talent show, which I thought was really funny because I felt like I was 10.
Yeah.
We had 3 musicians, and they're like, will you host it and run it for us? And I was like, sure. So I did 10 minutes of comedy, but the difference was we were all on Zoom and people were on camera. Now they were muted, but I could see them laughing. That helped a lot. Even though I couldn't hear them, I could see them. Mm-hmm. And when I was seeing girls throw their heads back and laugh hysterically, I felt so good after that. But just talking to myself in a camera and not having any kind of feedback, audio or visual, sucks. And people will ask me, will you do a comedy show? And I'm like, no, can we talk about a fun topic? I did a 2-hour show right after Tiger King came out with JP Cower from Miami. And that was the most fun I think I had. And it was great because we were talking about it and there were conspiracy theories and we were all cracking kind of jokes. But that made sense to me. It was more of a talk show, kind of like this.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Where you're shooting the shit. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. But yeah, it's very bizarre. So I did, I've been trying to write. And I feel like all my writing lately has just been COVID. And I was on a run where I was writing about the weight loss surgery because I wanted to do this one-woman show, well, me and another comedian about the weight loss for Fringe Festival, but I don't even know if that's canceled. I never even finished the application process. I don't have any of the posters. I have nothing. So I don't think that's going to happen. Plus, I don't have 30 minutes of just weight loss. I mean, I could probably stretch if I kept, but man, everything I'm writing is COVID.
Well, the thing is, I went back to my material that I'm used to presenting. Well, it's not really funny to talk about heavy traffic right now because we don't have any.
Yeah,
and
right.
And then to make fun of the homeless guy with a sign on the street when people are losing their jobs, you just seem like a bitch.
Right.
So my material that would hit before, I feel like I got to rework it, but I don't want to talk about COVID because honestly, nobody wants to talk about COVID because that's all we talk about.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, I think I got some pretty strong new COVID material. So you know what? I'm going to pull this shit out. And let me tell you what, if we can get back to work and get back on stage anytime soon, I'm hoping to host for Jessica Kirson at the Carlson in September. I'm still fingers crossed that we're still going to be able to make that. And I'm telling you what, I'm gonna do all my COVID shit up there because I think people will be ready to laugh about it once we're all back out there, Right. And I've tied a lot of the COVID material into my regular bits about how stupid my kids are, right, Jen?
Mm.
You know,
Her
about the drive-by at my mom's and the teddy bear and all that shit. Falls into how dumb my kid, you know, some of my dumb kid jokes. But I have a lot of the clubs down there, but you know what they're doing here now is they're going to be doing a drive-in comedy show at one of our big club here next Saturday night at 9. And you drive your car. It's going to be catered. And you park your car, and they're setting up a stage, and some of our great local comedians are going to put on a show in the parking lot.
You know, that idea actually woke me up from sleep the other night because I thought, you know, I didn't get to do 26 Degrees, but they have a huge parking lot.
They do.
But the only problem is there's all sorts of restaurants around, and people are they're either super like into it or super prude. And if I start dropping F-bombs out in the middle of a parking lot, then you have to, then I don't want, look, I'm already being censored by the fact that I've been isolated for 8 weeks. Like, don't filter me. Don't filter me when I get a microphone.
The other night with Casey, when I did the comedy show with her, I was like, you know, I'm not really clean, but I'm going to try my best to, like, you know, hold back my swearing. And she's like, nah, don't worry about it, whatever. But yeah, if someone says to me I need really clean comedy, I'm not the one. I'm not the one for the job. But the guys that are doing this are all pretty clean. But you're right. You're right about that.
And I'm not clean. My mouth on a daily basis is not clean, even though I brush like 2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah.
But even for my work one, I was like, I'm really kind of concerned. You know, it's a happy hour. It's 5:30. Nobody's on the clock. But the guy that introduced me said, listen, you know, nobody's here to get offended, you know, like, you know, we're all here just for a good laugh. And I said, I hope you guys are wearing headphones because I would really hate to, you know, slip and say shit. I mean, fuck. Oh, God damn it. And so then I was just like, okay, I feel better now. Like, okay, I got it out of the way. And then that's pretty clean. But I mean, I have some sexual innuendos and things like that. I'm not raunchy. I mean,
I'm raunchy. Listen,
I know you are, and I love you.
I've been trying to like drop the porn and a lot of those jokes, you know, because they're old and I need to move on. I got to, you know, do new stuff. But we did like this Zoom group chat, me and Jen, with a bunch of girls from this like,
Facebook page.
Yeah, Facebook page. And we did like a little Zoom chat thing. And it was late because we were on West Coast time. And I was like pretty buzzed by then. And I started to like, they're like, oh, tell some jokes. And I don't know what I said, but I was like, Jen, you should have said, Cindy, click leave the room. Click leave the meeting. Because I was like,
suck. When there's no button that says leave the meeting, like my birthday,
now
an open bar after 3 hours. Ahlaynah, why don't you do comedy outside of this restaurant? Okay. Yeah, no, leave the room. No hook to take me off the stage.
No, there's nothing.
No hook.
No hook. You're just up there, F-bombing. In the middle of what road is that? That's a big road. My mom is like literally 2 minutes from that bar.
That's Atlantic Boulevard.
Yeah, it's at Atlantic. Yeah, and there's no hook.
Come here, baby.
So
no, not at all.
You're right, though. That is a huge parking lot.
I'm thinking I'm going to call them because it does sound like Palm Beach is opening up to 25% for their restaurants and bars. But I don't think that they've actually put a limit on outside. So one of our like local places that we like to go to is taking all of the furniture from the inside of the restaurant and putting it in the parking lot. So everybody can come and sit because you can only have 25% inside, but they can be fully stocked outside. So that'll be fun. But like for a person like me who needs to still social distance, I just want to make sure that people respect the social distance. I mean, that's my only fear. I mean, even in a grocery store, they have to wear masks to come in, and then half of them have them hanging around their neck when they're walking around the grocery store. So, I don't know. But I am looking forward to things starting to open. And I'm thinking I'm going to call the brewery and just say, look, I know we didn't get to do our comedy show, but you guys need business, and I can get some comics, and let's do a drive-in. The weather's great.
Yeah, I mean, even if you My little dog just woke up and he never barks, like the most bizarre. Now he's barking.
Well, you want to go grab him? Jen and I can talk for a few.
You know what? Yeah.
He still needs, so you have to be really, really nice to him.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Well, and he's very tiny. He's probably got short man syndrome, so we have to be extra kind because, those need a little extra pampering.
So we never discussed the story on how I ended up with this dog yet, have we?
Oh, my God. He's like the size of your left breast, Cindy.
That's it. And I think my boob weighs more, sweetheart.
My bigger than that.
He could sleep in my bra cup.
Oh, my God. He's so cute. How old is he?
8 months.
Oh, my God. You're so fucked.
All right, but listen, I have to tell you, his breath stinks. It's so disgusting. And everyone's like, are you sure he's only 8 months? Are you sure? I'm like, hey, that's what she told me. I have a vet appointment for May 19th.
He's going
to be like 9.
Yeah. And I go to Danielle, right? I said, honey.
Wait, why is it not moving? It just isn't, that's not normal. Why is it just sitting there?
It's like it's stuffed.
He's 100% not right in the head. The eyes moved. It's a lot. But like,
Danielle,
normal.
listen, he might be a little special needs, but it's okay. We love him. So I made an appointment. They're not seeing dogs until after the 15th, but who knows now? Cuomo locked us down till June 7th or 3rd. Oh, wow. But they're going to see him in the car, Ahlaynah. They're going to come up to the car. I'm waiting for him to look inside his mouth and go, oh, yeah, he's about 10.
Right?
Danielle goes, well, that's 10 less years we have to deal with him.
I'm on Danielle's side.
Yeah, I think so, too. So, too.
Jen did not thought we were crazy. I was crazy for getting a little chihuahua. She said they're the nasty little ankle biters.
I hate
Well, he's very cute. I have a 17
his tongue is always out. But look, his tongue is always hanging out.
Oh, God. So cute. Yeah, my 17-pound mutt that's now 8 years old, I got her at 6 weeks. I think all in all, she's cost me $8,000 to keep her alive.
Oh, boy. What kind of mutt?
$2,800 4 weeks ago. Yeah, that was a trip to Europe. She stayed 2 days at the vet, because she's a diva and only gets sick on nights or weekends. And she's looking at me right now.
Only at nights and weekends.
Yeah, only on nights and weekends, not during the day like a regular dog would. No. She has a thing for eating things. She ingested a palm tree seed that she couldn't pass. She could swallow it, but couldn't get it out of her ass.
Can't get it out.
Yeah. But there's things I've swallowed, too, that I would never want in my ass. I can understand.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so there's always that, and she's eaten things a couple of times, and then she gets like random like viruses from outside. I thought my neighbor was poisoning her at one point because I was like, she was just sick. But now I have pet insurance for $90 a month, so now she'll never eat anything again.
She'll never get sick again.
No, because now
and she'll live to be 32.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
what are you drinking now?
I'm drinking vodka soda, but it is a red, white, and blue Smirnoff vodka, and it tastes like a rocket pop.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it tastes just like a rocket pop.
We don't get stuff like that.
And the bottle looks like a rocket pop, so you can't miss it.
So who makes it?
Smirnoff.
Oh, my goodness. So isn't that catered to the 16-year-olds? Jen, Jen, what are you drinking?
Bailey's and coffee with whipped cream.
Oh, okay, because you said you probably weren't going to drink it. I said go right ahead.
I don't know.
Now, Jen, do you drink whiskey at all?
There.
Oh, that looks good.
Nope, nothing dark.
So Jameson just came out with a cold brew whiskey.
Oh.
That I put a drop of coffee creamer in and drink over ice. And oh my God, I could have it before work, but I don't, because even though I work from home, I respect my job.
Have this Starbucks something, some sort of Starbucks liqueur that's really good.
Is that that's him. That little.
No,
That's my other